Let's, one of the other things that I see from time to time is that you see an awful lot of litter alongside, and I know we've kind of shifted gears a little bit from the construction to the maintenance, but how do you go about taking care of the litter that you see on the side of the road? You see signs that in fact say this particular section of the highway is being taken care of by Sam's Auto Glass or something. Tell us about that particular project.
We do have an Adopt a Highway program. We spend a significant amount of money on litter pickup. With CalTrans crews, we use probation folks in the sheriff's office. We have people out that do community service, and they pick up litter. We do Adopt a Highway. Just in CalTrans' budget alone last year, we spent $10 million to pick up litter. And that the people of California could help us with that, because if we each take care of our own litter, we could spend the public's dollars to fix more roads.
Mm-hmm. So we could do a better job of just simply, if we just didn't throw it out the window or that sort of thing.
Or we covered our loads when we're going to the dump. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's just amazing to me, by the way, that as you look out and you see, I guess the record shows that you just pick up all kinds of different stuff. I was reading not too long ago that one of the workers found a pair of false teeth along the road. So there's just got to be amazing stories.
There are
about what's available.
From wallets to sofas and refrigerators and everything you could imagine. In fact, one of our districts decided that they would furnish a house with the stuff that they found alongside the road just to kind of prove a point, and they were able to do that.
I understand. How about just, now I've kind of segued a little bit different, talked about the trash collection along the side of the road, but, we also saw in the video just a few minutes ago, we saw some snow up on Donner Summit. Let's talk about driving in snow for just a moment. Any special trips that CalTrans has for the motorists to have to chain up and who decide they need to get across the summit? Any thoughts?
Absolutely. Winter driving is different than summer driving, and whether it's the fog in the valley or the snow in the mountains, you need to slow down for the conditions. You need to be prepared. Carry supplies like water, snacks. Especially if you're going to the mountains, carry chains. Have a full tank of gas in case you get delayed.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the communication package that CalTrans has. You have a hotline number that people have the ability to call, or a website that people have the ability to take a look at in order to determine whether or not they ought to make that trip to begin with?
Absolutely. You can get road conditions for any state highway in the state by calling 1-800-427-ROAD, or by going to the website www.dot.ca.gov.
And then, Jody, let's for a moment, we've talked about 80, and we've talked about a little bit about 50, and we've talked to some about some of the other. What's the next big project that you're thinking needs to get done as it relates to District 3?
We really need to finish the carpool lane system in Sacramento, in the urban area of Sacramento. We have portions of it on 99, on 80. We've got a project funded on 50, but they all need to connect to really make it work for the commuter.
I've got a question for you from the standpoint of it just seems to me that the natural thing with respect to the carpool lane would be if we took the concept of the wheel and the spoke, and that we began at the axle and move the carpool lanes out. It appears to me that what transpired with the carpool lanes is we actually took them and moved them into the axle. You got any thoughts about that process?
You're probably right. We did start on the outside on 80 and 50. With 99, We started in the south area and moved to the north, and it goes pretty close to the urban center right now. We also have a project on I-5 that would go from Laguna up to Highway 50. Part of that is politics, where the support is for the projects, and part of it is you're doing the easy segments first, where you've got the right-of-way and where it's not quite so expensive. As you move into downtown, you have less room to work with, and the costs of the projects are greater.
Gets a little more expensive from that standpoint. You know, when we talk about when we talk about those projects and the completion, what's the, generally speaking, from conception to beginning construction, what, generally speaking, how long does that take?
For a carpool lane project, it shouldn't be that long, and you can look at Placer County for that. We've been working on the project through Roseville, probably 3 or 4 years now, and it's all going to be in construction next summer. Mm-hmm. What you need is the political support for the project and the locals and CalTrans working together to get the money.
I understand. So it is a situation that if you don't have that political support, it gets awfully tough to get the job done.
That's true. Anywhere you are, isn't it?
That's absolutely right. Let me just close with just a couple of more thoughts. CalTrans hiring new employees at the present time?
We do have some openings. We're not in a big hiring mode right now. There are more openings in the Bay Area and Los Angeles than there are in my district, but I do have a few openings, mostly in construction. Mostly
just construction from the standpoint of just doing the manual kind of work.
We contract out most of our construction projects, so our construction staff is doing the oversight, mm-hmm. Inspecting the work of the contractors, that sort of thing. So it's mostly engineers that we're hiring.
I see. All right. Well, Jody, let me thank you for all the information that you have provided today. I appreciate your advice and appreciate your knowledge about the subject. That's all the time we have today, and until next time, I'm Dave Cox. Thank you for watching.
You can contact Senator Dave Cox at his office in Sacramento. Call 916-651-4001. Thank you for watching The Capitol Report.